Thank you for coming. Good evening once again. Welcome to the Spring Orchestra concert. Thank you, and how about another round of applause for our three soloists. Each played magnificently. Next, we have a few awards to give out to various members of the orchestra, including many to our outgoing seniors, who have proven once again that this is truly a special city and a special school district. First, we have awards for students that have accumulated enough points to receive a letter. Points are earned by participation in various orchestras within Mentor High and also from our community. In addition, students may earn points from extra solo performances, sectional rehearsals, private lessons, and makeup rehearsals because hashtag OMG Snow Days, hashtag state competition. I'm trying to be so cool, I'm sorry. That's bad. Hashtag, whatever. Anyway, in order for a student to receive their first letter, they must accumulate 700 points. Would the following students please come up and receive their first year letter? Jacob Ball, Jonathan Nichol, Chris Wen, Kelly Mullins, Kate Weaver, and finally from Consort Orchestra, Mackenzie Nuvalis. While Mackenzie comes up, after going through this, my very first time, first year, as I was putting this together, I immediately realized that in order for a student to obtain 700 points, congratulations. In order for a student to accumulate 700 points in 1 year, they pretty much have to belong to 3 major ensembles and take private lessons. So how about one more applause for those students receiving their first letter? Thank you. And if it is difficult to obtain 700 points in a year, it is extremely impressive to come back the next year and obtain yet another 700 points in order to letter for the second time. Instead of letters in the second year, we honor these students with a plaque. Would the following students please come up to receive their second letter? Alexandra Spalding, Liana Powell, Amanda Mersick, William Klein, Ginny Grohol, and last but not least, Max Georgi. How about one more round of applause for all of our second-year orchestra letters? And next, when you earn 2,100 points, you obtain the third-year letter award. These students are the ones that I affectionately call the M-Wing dwellers. They are always around for some kind of rehearsal, or they are sitting on the ground doing calculus, waiting for rehearsal to start. I've worked a serious amount of hours in this year. My wife somewhere, she can vouch for this. But there have been many nights that I pack it in at 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and there are still students in the building rehearsing, had been here since 7 in the morning, just like I have been. And I've been inspired, I've been amazed, and it's something that I've only seen exist here. It's truly amazing. Would the following 3 students please come up to receive your third-year award? First up is Shayna Swerdlow. Next up is Nicholas Bean. And last but certainly not least is Nicholas Clark. That's his mom. It's not random. One more round of applause for our third-year orchestra letters. And finally, there is a possibility of a student obtaining the fourth-year orchestra award. But with 2,800 points needed, 4 consecutive years of 700 points each year, pretty much meaning you are in everything at all times. You are Mr. or Mrs. Reliable. This type of student truly breeds music within them. And before you can even say, who wants to, the answer is met with yes. This year, our only 4th-year orchestra award winner is Alexander Beckler. Now for the hard part. That was easy, just tallying up sheets. Now when I had to actually choose, this is where it gets difficult. Next up, we have our Most Improved Freshman String Player Award. This year, the winner is obviously a freshman. However, I have to mention that because when I announce this person, I'm sure that some of you, and maybe even members of the group, would be surprised to find out that he is, in fact, a freshman. I have witnessed this student grow this year through solo and ensemble, through becoming a vital member of the second violin section in our symphony orchestra and in Mannheim. I put a lot on this student as a freshman and has been responded in a very great fashion. He is truly becoming one of those, quote, M-Wing dwellers in training, and will only become more entrenched in this program as his years continue. This year's Outstanding Freshman Award goes to Christopher Wen. Next, we have the Arian Junior String Award. This award is given to a current junior that has shown the ability to lead by example and can be counted on to cover any part that may be needed. This year's recipient has been placed in some very tough musical positions, and has risen to each and every one of them. He is available. That's it. No need to finish that sentence in any other way. Whether it's musically, in a leadership role, backstage, front stage, whatever. He is available, truly. He has always been available and continues to impress all of us. This year's winner of the Arian Junior String Award is Nicholas Clark. Next, we have the Mentor Orchestra Junior Leadership Award. This award is given to the junior class member that shows above and beyond their ability to lead, whether that is vocally or visually. One thing I love about this student is not only that she's always available, but she is also ready at any moment's notice. I must have said, "Hey everyone, Rose is ready," 100,000 times this year. And that happened every single time. I wrote that in. Turn to Russell. I knew that was going to happen. And that is just it. When I say a measure number and a group of sections, Rosa's instrument goes up. Rosa's ready, and she's ready to lead. This year's winner of the Junior Leadership Award is Rosa Gifford. While she's getting her award, I'll just mention again, Rosa got bored this year and decided to play a Class A viola solo at OMEA and got a 1, just for fun. The Mentor High School Outstanding String Player Award goes to the student that displays obvious, outstanding skills on their instrument. This year's winner has easily displayed that. Whether it's through her numerous years of section leadership, her numerous years in Cardinal Quartet, or the many, many fine performances she has been a part of on this very stage, she has always worked hard and played exceptionally. This year especially, she truly has risen to the occasion. The story I have about this student is from Mannheim Camp. For those of you who don't know, we play about 8 or 9 hours a day. Sometimes can be a very grueling process. Sometimes the students are just simply not ready for the physical demands of these days. When a certain very tough-minded conductor decided today was the day to lay into the viola section, our viola section leader refused to break in that rehearsal and refused to show her section that they were allowed to break. They did what he asked, they tried harder, and they even got through what they could. It was in that moment that I knew the type of performer I had in this group, and how special this year was going to be knowing her. The winner of this year's Outstanding String Player Award is Shayna Swerdlow. And before we get to the MOA scholarship, the Outstanding Wind Percussion Player Award goes to the wind or percussion player that has, throughout their time at Mentor, displayed exceptional skills on his or her instrument. This year is truly no exception. I'll never forget the first time I heard this person play a solo of some kind in my orchestra. It was the beginning of the Peer Gynt Suite, and about the third time we played the opening, I stopped and couldn't help but blurt out, "Jonah, you know you're real good at flute?" I mean, like, real good at flute. And Jonah, in typical Jonah fashion, replied with a slight nod and a thank you under his breath. I am truly amazed by this person every time he performs. You were all privileged to hear an example of that tonight, and I'm so glad you were able to hear him play. It truly is an amazing musician, and when he comes back to Mentor in years past and years future, I'm sure he will grow, and as a music performance major, I'm sure he will be very successful. This year's Outstanding Wind Player Award goes to Jonah Vincente. The Mentor Orchestra Association is our orchestra booster group. It is head and run completely by parents, and this program simply does not exist without it. There is so much work that goes into a performance like tonight that even though I had years of thinking and potential planning, it was still a work in progress. If you get a chance, please take a moment and look at their website. And when the fall resumes, please consider attending meetings the first Monday of each month. The program, as I said, cannot exist without this parent support. There just simply are not enough hours in the day. So without further ado, here is our Mentor Orchestra Association President, Mrs. Luann Clark.
Here to present the Mentor Orchestra Association scholarships, and I'd like to take a few moments before I present the scholarship award recipients to recognize the MOA officers who, along with input from Mr. Yoke and Ms. Driscoll, worked tirelessly to revise the MOA scholarship criteria, application, and evaluation process this year. And so I'd like them to stand. Vice President Ann Nykiel, Secretary Marie Copan, and Treasurer Janet Moll. The MOA scholarship is available to any senior who is currently enrolled in a Mentor High Orchestra class and has been for 2 previous years as well. There is an objective point-based system the scholarship committee uses to evaluate each application, and a separate panel who reads and scores the essay portion of the application. Our sincere thanks is extended to the panel who read the essays this year as well. We had several very qualified applicants this year. However, due to only a certain amount of budget, we have 2 scholarships that are in equal amounts this year. And we thank you for those who applied. The first MOA scholarship recipient is Alex Beckler. You've witnessed Alex's great talent firsthand through his senior solo this evening and can read his bio in the program. Alex has excelled in his involvement in Mentor Orchestra and in several groups beyond the walls of this school. He will truly be missed, and we wish him all the best in his future. I knew I was going to do that. Thank you. Congratulations. There you are. Our next recipient is Shayna Swerdlow. In addition to Shayna's bio in the program, I want to point out that Shayna has been a 3-year member of Cardinal Quartet, which is not an easy feat to accomplish. She is a very enthusiastic member of Mentor Orchestra, as exhibited by her demonstration in her middle school years of how she learned to pluck the viola behind her back, and also finding a way to maneuver the many miles that we need to walk at Mannheim Camp while she was on crutches. So very devoted, and we will truly miss her as well. Congratulations, Shayna.
Next, we have the Director's Award, my award. This year, especially in a director's first year, the selection of this award is extremely difficult. It's hard not knowing all these students throughout their time at Mentor, and it's tough with so many amazing seniors to choose from. But this student has been above and beyond very special to me personally. I've truly seen growth in both her musicianship skills and also her leadership skills. One day I was noticing that during my 3-4 rehearsals with concert orchestra, she was in a room practicing. Then I noticed she was in the room practicing the day after. And I noticed she was in the same room practicing the day after that. I took her aside and asked her if she would be interested in becoming the concert orchestra cello section leader. She took time from her study hall to come down to the M Wing and practice with the concert students. I was amazed and honestly never expected that, one, she'd be so excited about extra work, and that two, I would never have expected the students in 3-4 to absolutely treat her with the utmost respect that I demand in my classroom. It's very difficult for a student to get that level of respect from other students. But when you play like this particular person and when you have the demeanor of this particular person, it becomes less difficult. This year's Director's Award goes to Elizabeth Weaver. Just a few left, I promise. Next, we have the Mentor Orchestra Service Award. The Orchestra Service Award goes to the student that helps out the most during class and also, and sometimes most importantly, after school for rehearsals to help me especially organize the things that I sometimes forget about all the time. The student this year winning the service award has gone way above and beyond the normal call of duty for a class secretary. Nina, I truly am grateful for all the hard work and dedication, and I just gave it away. But the service award this year goes to Nina Rue. I should have said state champion, Nina Rue. Would have helped. Next, a very, very, very special award. The National School Orchestra Award is an award given out each year to the top member of the ensemble. This award is a nationally recognized award, and seeing as I was an early recipient, I can't remember if I'm the first or not, but as an early recipient of this award, I do hold this award very close to my own heart. The student that's receiving this award and I have a history together. I can remember summer camp about 7 years ago when he was here-ish, and he was sitting in front of me in the second violin section because he was not confident enough to sit in the first where he belonged. He was an amazing player even as a sixth grader. Leaving sixth, entering seventh, I guess. His position was absolutely terrible, and his ability to keep time was not even as good as that. However, he had an uncanny ability to play in tune and to recognize how the music is supposed to sound. And most importantly, each and every day that I asked him to do something, and each time later in our private lessons that I asked him to fix something, or I asked him to work a bit harder to get something a little more perfect than he already had it, every single time he rose to the occasion, until finally I had to confess to him that I was a bass player and that he had to go find a real teacher. I cannot be more happy, proud, enthused about this individual as he leaves our orchestra and heads to Case Western to study engineering and also a degree in music, violin performance. The recipient of this year's National School Orchestra Award is Alexander Beckler. Ooh. This is the one part of my notes I didn't type out. We do have 3 recipients of the Tri-M, which is our honor music society here at Mentor High School. We do have 3 members of our orchestra this year that are going to be leaving and obviously not coming back, but they have been a member of the group long enough, and they have been in good standing the entire duration of their time in Tri-M, and they also have completed numerous years of service hours. So before we get to the senior awards, I'd like to give the following students their Tri-M music cord for graduation. First, Daisy Howard. Next is Ginny Grohol. And last, once again, we have Alex Beckler. Our Tri-M Honor Cord members. Now the senior gift. Would the following members of the group please come to the front of the stage to be recognized for, sadly, the final time? Dominic Matta, who is absent. Bueller. Adam Dugantic. Brian Daly. Daisy Howard. Ian Odo. Emily Russell. Jonah Vicente. I did that all night. Ian Hawthorne. Sabrina Duganzik. Amanda Ludi. Elizabeth Weaver. They'll come down. Rachel Wallace. Ginny Grohol. Amanda Mersick. Colleen O'Malley. Shayna Swerdlow. Sarah Satowski. Hey. Nina Rue. There's some rhythm forming. Jesse Bean. Mitch Culp. And finally, Alex Beckler. Seniors, we'll talk a bit more tomorrow, but I cannot express more. Ariel Noble. Sorry. Seniors, once again. Seniors, once again, we will talk tomorrow. But this year, in a major transition, I cannot thank you enough for helping the organization of this program and helping your maturity translate down to the younger students. I am truly in your debt and will always be. Our seniors from 2014. Okay, take a seat, guys. Go ahead, take a seat. Once again,
We're not done. We're not done. We're not done. Mr. Yoke has a surprise. Because this is his first year, and a lot of us were in Mannheim with him, especially being seniors, we decided to get him a gift from us this year to him. Something that was big in Mannheim and in symphony was playing the ukulele. It was a big part in all of our lives, and so for the senior gift that we decided to get from Mr. Yoke, at being his first year, was his very own ukulele, signed by the seniors. So thank you, Mr. Yoke, for all the work that you put into Mannheim and Symphony, and thanks for making it such a wonderful senior year for all of us. We really appreciate it. Let's give another hand to Mr. Yoke.
it is terrifying to think about what happens after this. But I am sure that the juniors and sophomores and freshmen and incoming freshmen, I'm sure you guys are ready. And we won't miss a beat. But we will miss these seniors so much. Once again, thank you very much for coming out. Another round of applause for our seniors. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you.